All right, girlfriend. So today what we're going to work on is we're going to work on some vowel teams. Okay, so I know when you guys did phonics at our school, we talked about those and we call them vowel digraphs. Do you know what a digraph is?
I do. She said I can't remember.
Okay, so a digraph is two letters that come together to make
One sound.
one sound. So yeah, you do remember. Do you remember what a trigraph is?
Two sound. Mix up.
It is three letters that make still one sound. Okay, so di actually is Latin. It means two, and then graph is letters. So digraph means two letters, and then you just have to remember it means one sound. Okay, so I'm gonna look over some example words with you really fast that we're gonna talk about. So what is this first word? Do you know this one?
Train.
Train. So what is the vowel digraph in that? Do you know which two letters?
The A.
The A and the what?
I.
Good. Now what sound do you hear when they come together?
Train.
What sound do you hear?
A.
The long A, right? So for this one, we're going to cross out the I, and I'm going to put a macron. Do you remember the macrons?
Mm-hmm.
So the macrons mean that the vowel is
long.
Good, and a breve means that they're
short.
Good. All right. So what's this next word? This one's easy.
C.
C. Okay, so what's the digraph in this one?
E.
The double E, right? Two letters, one sound. So which one are we going to cross out?
This.
Yep, cross it out. Do we need a breve or a macron on that one?
A macron.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. All right, what's this word?
Leaf.
Leaf. What is the vowel digraph in that one?
E.
E what? Remember, digraph's two letters.
E.
What two vowels do you see there?
EA.
Good, the EA. So we're going to underline this, let you know that they're together. Now, leaf. What do you hear?
E.
The long E. So go ahead and code that so that it'll help us remember what sound it's making. Did you get it? Good. Now, what is your A doing? Is it doing anything?
E, no.
Do you hear it? So what are you going to do with it if you don't hear it?
Okay.
Yeah, get rid of it. Get it out of there. All right. What's this word?
Thread.
Thread. So what's our two vowels in this one? What's our vowel team?
EA.
EA again, right? All right. Now, we just had EA, and this one said leaf, but thread. What do you hear this time? Good. You hear a short E.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with the A? Let me see. Absolutely. Get rid of it. All right. Next word.
Mistake.
Steak. Okay. So what's your vowel digraph in this one? EA. Good. Okay. What do you hear? Steak. Look at that. You put a macron over the A to show that the A is it longer?
Long.
Long. Good. So it's saying it's just goes over say that. It's saying its name, right?
Yeah.
A says A when it's long. Okay. Next one.
Deep.
Deep. What's your vowel digraph?
EE.
Good. Already had one of these already.
So this.
So what do you hear? Is that long or short? Okay. So you need a macron or a brief? Good. You got it. All right. What about this one?
Soap.
Soap. What's your vowel digraph there?
OA.
OA. So what are you going to do? I'm going to underline those to show that they're together. And what do you hear? Soap.
Soap.
Look, you got it. Good job. All right. So let's take a look at these words that we're going to talk about today. So I have these kind of broke up in their little categories with their vowel teams. Okay. So for AI, I want you to read these words.
Train.
Train.
Pain.
Pain.
Daisy.
Good. All right. This one's just our EE.
Beetle.
Good.
Wheel.
Good. I want to go back to this word beetle. Kind of.
Beetle.
Yeah, I want to check you on your phonics. If you were coding this one, how would you code this? It's got something special at the end.
Underline, and you cross out the E.
Which E are you talking about?
This E.
Okay. Do you remember why?
Because it's saying beetle, and you can barely hear the E.
Right. It's not really the E that's even making the sound.
It's just like the
T-L-E. Do you remember what we call those?
It's
been a hot minute since you've had phonics. This is called a final
stable syllable.
There you go. So final stable syllable. We call it final because it's where?
Because right there.
It's at the end of the word, so it's the final part.
And I just do that.
Oh, you do? like you talked about.
Mhm.
You don't really hear that E. That's not really what's making it. It kind of sounds more like a T-U-L to me.
Beetle.
Toll. That's what it sounds like to me. Like when I think about it, this is how I think that it sounds. T-U-L. Beetle. Could just be my southern accent too. But yeah, it's a final stable syllable. It's final because it's at the end. It's stable because it doesn't ever change. Okay, and it's a syllable of its own. So then we would just look at that vowel digraph there, and you already know EE. All right, let's look at OA and read those words.
Toast. Boat. Todd.
Toad.
Toad.
Okay.
I thought it said Todd.
Yeah, it's okay. So again, and it's tricky. So when that happens, we just have to think about those vowel teams, okay? Good. All right, now I want to show you these bottom 3 boxes because EA and EA and EA. EA is doing a lot. Remember, like on the back side when we looked at these? Remember, we have leaf, thread, and stake. So remember, EA, if you come across an EA word and you're not sure, what you're going to have to do is apply that short E sound, that long E sound, and that long A sound, and figure out which one makes sense. So just tell me what those words are. And then we'll... Okay, leaf. And what's this one?
Eat.
Okay, so what sound are these in here making?
E.
The long E, right? So look, go ahead and code it up here at the top. Do this one. And then that'll help us know that every word in that box has the long E sound. Perfect, you got it. Okay, look at the next one.
Thread.
Okay, so we've got
Bread.
thread and bread. What do you hear?
Eh.
And what sound is that? How would we code that? Perfect. You've underlined it. Perfect. Gave it a brief because it's the short
E.
E sound. Good job. You're doing awesome. All right, last one. Here we go.
EA.
EA again.
Steak. Break.
Okay, so what do you hear? Look at you. Perfect. Long A, so you gave the A a macron, and we crossed off the E because it is not making a sound in that vowel team, okay? But again, this one's one of the trickiest vowel teams because it can do EA does the most, okay? So if you come across a word that's EA and you say it and it doesn't make sense, remember you got to go through a bunch of sounds, okay?
And steak is saying A.
Yeah, and then what is leaf saying?
E. And then that one's saying eh.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It makes the English language really, really hard for us to learn. So we just have to be mindful of that. All right, so we went over our words, and then before we start on that, I'm going to give you some cards. And it's basically the words that we just went over and discussed, but you got to sort them, okay? So, hey, that works out perfect. You're so smart. I'm going to do that too. Bam. All right, so let me move this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to give you these cards. So we're just going to sort them kind of in their little families with their, what you call it. So I wrote these. So like this one says EA, and this one I want you to realize makes the what sound?
A.
The A sound. Okay, so that one's that one. I'm going to go over those because they're tricky. All right, so this is EA, but this is E. Look at you. Oh, you know what I'm telling you. Okay.
EA, but
What does EE say together?
E.
E.
So that one's E.
That's the long E. Okay, so you got short E, long E, and then the long A. All right, let me find, okay, and then we've got OA. Have to get you some space. We got EE, we put that one over there. AA, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. All right, so here's your words. It's the same words that we just went over.
So they.
Yep, perfect.
Pain.
So we're just kind of sorting those in their families. What's that word?
Wheel.
Okay, so this one's wheel. Now, I put this because this is what it sounds like. Right. I wanted you to know that's what it sounds like. But since what you're looking for is how it's spelled. Keep. Okay, good.
Eat.
Good. Ooh, what is this word? Do you remember it?
Toad.
Toad. You got it right that time. Good.
Break.
What you got? Break. Egg. What do you hear? Are you sure? Good. Okay.
Boat.
Good.
Thread.
Head. Nicely done.
Eat.
Okay.
Sing. So the long E.
Are you sure? Say this word.
E.
Eat. What do you hear?
E.
The long E. This one's long A. There you go.
Steak. There's the long A.
Good. You got it.
Bread.
Good. I love that you're saying those short sounds. I can hear you.
The O. O.
Toast. Good. Good job sounding that out. What?
E.
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 Look at you. Perfect. Now, does this digraph and this digraph make the same sounds?
E. E.
Yeah, so they make the same sounds. They're just spelled differently. So that's how you were able to sort them. And that's why you were kind of getting confused, because you knew that that was the long E and that was the long E. So for this one, you did it right. I wanted you to match the spellings, but that's why that's a little confusing. Again, this is why phonics and reading is so hard. Perfect. Okay. Moving on to our next part. All right. So for the next one, we're just going to read some sentences. I'm going to let you decode these sentences as soon as I find them. Because I just have them. Oh, there we go. All right. Actually, let me do a couple of these little boxes. So, have you ever seen these sound boxes before? Okay. So, I'm gonna pull out a few words before we move on to the sentences. I'm gonna pull out some words out of the bag, and then I want you to write them in these boxes with their sound. So every sound's gonna have a box. So like, for instance, I'm gonna do the first one for you, okay? So like, say I pulled out the word see, like I see a cat in your yard, okay? So I don't see it anymore, but it was there. So I would write S, and then I know E. And then these two E's go in the same box because there's a vowel T, right? And they're just making one sound. So we're not doing a box for every letter, we're doing a box for every sound. So this is S, E. So like if we were blending this would be S, E, C. Got it? Okay. So these are for two sounds. So when I tell you the word, we got to think about what it is, okay? Let's see. I like this one. Let's do the word eat. Eat.
Eat.
Perfect. You got it. Ooh, here's a good one. Okay. Pain. Now think about your sounds, because you might need to use a different box. P, A, N. How many sounds do you hear?
A, N, P, N.
How many do you hear?
3.
3. So let's try that one over here in one of these boxes that have 3. So what's the first sound you hear? P. What's the, yep. You got it. Easy peasy. Okay? Okay. So just think about it before we write them. You're good. It's okay. You don't have to erase it. All right. For the next one, boat. B-O-T. Nicely done. Trying to find some particular ones so you don't get all the same. Well, here's one. Okay. Let's do the word keep. K-E-P. Keep. Perfect. You're doing so good with these. Okay. Good. Alright. So let me give you, since you did so good on that, we're not going to keep going. You've got that one. Okay. And then I want you to just read these sentences. Okay.
Okay. The boat is in the rain.
Good. The boat is in the rain. Which words do you see in that sentence that have vowel T?
Boat and rain.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and code both of those words like we did, like you do at school with the phonics. with our Saxon phonics. Good. Boats. And look, I can give you this to go underneath, so it might be a little easier for you to write. There we go. Okay.
Let's paint the Jeep.
Okay, let's paint the Jeep. Good. Good job coding.
Good.
Awesome. Okay.
You are free to teach the seal.
Okay. Free to teach the seal.
Free teaching seal.
Good. You did that so fast. Good. You did good on that EA.
E. E.
So, eel. E.
See it?
Okay. Alright. Perfect. Alright. Now, for this last part, I just need you to read some words just to make sure. This is going to be kind of like my way to just make sure that you are good. But
Do I have to cook them?
nope, you don't have to cut them. You just have to read them.
Okay.
All you got to do is read. Okay?
Boat, goat, road, tree, drain, sleep, rain, train, paint, beach, read,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Read.
bread,
Yeah, good.
head, steak, bread.
Good. I love that when you got to these, you kind of slowed down and you were like making it make sense. So that's good. Those EAs, like I said, are so confusing because they can mean so many different things. But you did so good using your skills there and slowing down. Sometimes it's more important to slow down and get it correct than like rush through and not do it correctly. So make sure that if you come across something that's not making sense, just slow down, make it make sense. If it doesn't, go back and try again. Okay? All right. You did awesome, girl. I'm going to have to give Miss Walker a total shout out because she did really good with your phonics. Is that great? Okay. You want to stop it for me?